Well, I'm excited that y'all have taken time out of your day to come and be part of this very exciting announcement. I wanted to take a quick moment and just acknowledge some of the other elected officials that we have with us today. We have Councilmember Hurt back here. We have Councilmember Hager here. We have former Councilmember Ponder is with us as well. And Councilmember Freddie O'Connell is here. Did I miss any of the electeds? I think we got everybody. Well, welcome. Over the past 6 months, I know we've been focused on finding the best, most qualified individuals to serve in my administration, while also making sure that we're reflecting the great diversity that is Nashville. And I believe that we put together a really amazing team. Now it's time to make the entire Metro government reflect the makeup of our city. So it is my pleasure today to announce that Michelle Hernandez-Lane will be Nashville's Chief Diversity Officer, and she will lead our city's efforts to ensure that all parts of our government are diverse and inclusive. And you can clap for that. In looking for someone to fill this position, we searched throughout the country to find the most qualified person for this job, but it just so happened that that most qualified person was right here in Metro government. Michelle brings a deep knowledge of local and state laws and practices regarding diversity and inclusion, and a fierce passion for equity, a quality that will serve her well as Nashville's Chief Diversity Officer. As the director of the Office of Minority and Business Assistance, she has helped to spearhead the efforts of Metro Nashville to promote diversity in procurement and to implement a program designed to promote and include minorities and women in our city's procurement practices. Her talents have been recognized by the state of Tennessee's by Governor Haslam when he appointed her to the Advisory Council on State Procurement, and she has built very deep relationships within the Nashville community that ensures that she is going to be able to hit the ground running on this very important job. As Nashville's Chief Diversity Officer, a position that I pledged to create as a candidate, and one that was recommended by the Human Relations Metro Human Relations Commission, and also my transition team, Michelle will be working with the Diversity Advisory Committee, chaired by Scott Potter with Metro Water Services, and Davidson County Clerk Brenda Wynn. They will develop a strategic plan together that results in a Metro workforce that will reflect the Nashville's diverse population. She is going to strengthen the city's procurement practices and policies to further increase opportunities for minority and women-owned businesses. She will also provide recommendations for diverse representation on appointments to Metro boards and commissions and other groups that the government works with. She is also going to ensure that our Metro culture embraces diversity and treats everyone with dignity and respect. I know that Michelle is going to be instrumental in helping to build an atmosphere that continues to make Nashville a warm and welcoming place and a great place to live. Thank you, and I'm going to turn this over to Michelle so that she can say a few words. Michelle?
Good morning, and I'd like to first start by saying that I personally appreciate and value the commitment and the leadership that Mayor Berry has demonstrated by making this work a focus of her administration. She recognizes and values the richness that diversity contributes to the Nashville community and to the overall quality of life for all Nashvillians. It is something that's not just important for certain groups, it's important for all of us, and it really makes all of us stronger and more benefited. It's important for us as individuals to take pride in and to embrace the differences and the achievements that we all bring to the table, and we should recognize those differences as resources that can be leveraged to promote excellence in how the metropolitan government functions. So, as the mayor said, our work is going to be focused on developing a culture that promotes diversity and that enriches the experiences of individuals in all levels of government. I know that I'm not saying anything that's new to anybody in this room when I say that Nashville is an extremely diverse city. We're going to put the rubber to the road. We're going to work really hard to ensure that the metropolitan government recognizes, embraces, and benefits from that diversity that is Nashville. So I'm really excited. I'm honored, and we're going to make a difference. Yes, thank you.
Good morning. I'm Brenda Wynn, and I have the great honor of serving as a Davidson County Clerk, but I also served as a member of the Diversity and Organizational Structure Working Group within Mayor Berry's transition team. It is great today to see one of our recommendations become reality. As chair of the Diversity Advisory Committee, along with Scott Potter, I'm looking forward to working with Michelle Hernandez-Lane to develop the strategies and policies necessary to ensure that our city's great diversity is reflected in Metro government. Michelle is a highly qualified candidate for this position and an expert in her field. She's someone that I know we can work with to turn ideas into reality and make true progress on this front. Let's be clear. There's a lot of work to do to make Metro Nashville's workforce more reflective of our city. The most recent Human Relations report shows that women, Latinos, and Asians are underrepresented in Metro's workforce, and that women and minorities are far more likely to earn less than their counterparts. This will take time to change, but I know that with Mayor Megan Berry's focus on this issue and working with Michelle Hernandez-Lane, we can and we will do better. So, with that said, we will entertain questions.
Absolutely. Scott can join us as well. So, if anybody has any questions?
Yeah, Mayor, talk about, is there some overlap a little bit with the Metro Human Relations Director, and kind of talk about the different roles that they play, the new position here and the director there, and how they work together, and whether there's some, sort of, it seems like there's a similar goal there, but I guess talk about the differences there.
Sure. So when you talk about the Metro Human Relations Commission, it's a key component of making sure that we look at our diversity. Michelle's role, though, will be in my office and will really be focused on the policies in the policy implementation, creation, and rollout throughout Metro government of making sure that we're retaining, hiring, finding, and bringing in the most qualified and a diverse workforce.
What about a timeline? You said the minorities are underrepresented. Is there a goal you've got in mind? 1 year? Hey, we'd like to have that no longer the case. I don't know. How do you want to address that?
Well, I will tell you that this is Michelle's first day, so it's good to be ambitious. But I will tell you that that's part of her job and role is to come in here and tell me what is it going to take, what is that timeline, and how are we going to roll this out.
Is there any particular department that maybe needs more help than others that you've already identified? I know some of it's spelled out in recent reports, but...
Good question. What I'd like to say to that really is that, as with any new process or any new approach, the charge for us is to take a look at what our current state is, ensure that we're reflecting all of the policies and procedures that are in place, and looking at where we want to go, what we want to achieve, and then develop a strategic plan for how to get there. So those are all questions that we have. And I think that we're working through a process, or will be in the next few weeks, to develop a plan for how we get the answers to those questions and then address those issues appropriately.
All right. Well, thank you, guys.